Welcome to the Travel Corporation's Animal Welfare and Tourism Training. Today I will introduce you to the 5 freedoms of animal welfare and provide you with simple tips so that you can easily determine if a venue offers activities that should be avoided by our brands. Our goal is to ensure every trip offered by TTC and our brands contain no practices that could be harmful to animals. Travelers around the world are beginning to understand the many issues now facing the tourism industry and wildlife. They want to be sure that their travel experiences offer safe, animal-friendly experiences. Several years ago, TTC adopted the TreadRight Animal Welfare Policy to ensure that all experiences offered across the TTC family of brands meet globally recognized animal welfare criteria. Based on the 5 freedoms of animal welfare, our policy is simple and designed to ensure the health and welfare of animals under human care. The 5 freedoms are freedom from hunger and thirst, freedom from discomfort, freedom from pain, injury, or disease, freedom to express normal behavior, freedom from fear and distress. Based on the 5 freedoms, we recognize that there are certain attractions which will simply never meet our standards. These include elephant and ostrich rides, the practice of using animals as photo props, and the direct handling of wild animals by travelers. Of course, any entertainment that involves animal fighting, like bullfighting and cockfighting, are wholly unacceptable, as are instances in which animals are used for begging, like snake charmers and dancing bears. Additionally, certain self-described wildlife farms, like civet coffee farms, bear bile farms, and crocodile farms, all clearly violate the 5 freedoms. Our partners at Wildlife SOS India has a list of several telltale signs that indicate a venue does not have an animal's well-being in mind. An animal's ribs are clearly visible or protruding. There are scars or tears in the animal's ears, indicating a bullhook has been used to train them. The animal's foot pads or paws are swollen, bleeding, or look sore. There are visible wounds on the animal. There are restraints, chains, or sharp objects visible. The animal is uncharacteristically docile and posing for images, a sign they may be drugged. There are several ways to determine if a venue will meet our standards if a visit isn't possible. Our partners at Wildlife Animal Protection use the following checklist to assess the well-being of animals at any attraction. If you are assessing a potential traveler experience, check to see if it is accredited by a professional independent association, like the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries, GFAS. You can also download our checklist for tour and travel companies checklist from the Global Animal Network website. There are also several training videos to watch on their website for TDs and operations teams. World Animal Protection discourages travelers from having any direct contact with wild animals. This includes smaller wild animals like turtles. Sea turtles are naturally timid creatures, and being handled by tourists all day can cause them a great deal of stress, weakening their immune system and making them more vulnerable to illness and disease. And while there's no question that bullfights and running with the bulls cause the involved animals immense pain and suffering, even death, unfortunately, many are still wildly promoted and regarded as cultural traditions. But cultures are not static. Traditions can change for the better, and travelers can have a positive influence on this change by not attending cruel traditions like bullfights. Next up, never buy souvenirs made from wild animals. Even if the souvenir isn't made from an endangered species, there was likely animal cruelty involved in the souvenir's creation process, and the practice supports greater atrocities such as illegal poaching. As travel leaders, it's incredibly important that we encourage and promote experiences and facilities that demonstrate acceptable animal-friendly behavior. If you have a relationship with an attraction that employs unacceptable practices, please inform your operations manager with detailed information on these practices. The team at World Animal Protection are available to help us identify our options. At TTC, we ultimately encourage travelers to see wild animals in the wild. It is important to choose safaris and other wildlife viewing experiences that ensure animals are viewed at a respectful distance and are not attracted with bait or lures. Feeding wildlife can also interfere with their natural behavior and feeding patterns and lead to more conflicts with people as they start to see us as a source of food. We hope this helps you determine if a venue offers activities that meet the requirements described by the 5 freedoms of animal welfare. Further resources, including our checklist, can be found at globalanimalnetwork.org. Thank you for helping us keep animals around the world safe and healthy, and hopefully plentiful for future generations to enjoy too.